Okay, guys, so I wanted to do this tutorial because people like me who are living on the N8N world, and even some of my students who want to get involved in automations but don't want to spend $30 a month up to $100 a month on N8N, always ask, how do we build a server? And I've had people come over to my office sometimes like, dude, just build a server because I'm paying the monthly fee and like just build the server, run it on your own system. And I'm like, yeah, easy for you to say, I don't know how to do that. But I realized it's not as hard as we thought it was. And I am using Mac for everything. I have a full Mac system. There's an iMac running here. My office that I record in is also all Mac. I have a MacBook in my laptop. So everything's Mac for me. So normally when I hear build a server, I am like, okay, that takes a Windows machine. Even one of the AI students was in my office yesterday saying, hey, buy a Windows machine and I'll set it up for you so you can use N. But the good news is there was an easy way of doing this with a Mac system. And I'm going to walk you guys through that. And it doesn't take any type of crazy IT knowledge or whatever. So before you get upset or scared and click off this video, just stick around. It's not going to be as bad as you think. So first things first, all we need to do is go over to Node.js.org. And when you get to Node.js.org, it's going to ask you to get Node.js.org, and you just install it on your Mac. And when you do that, it will install this on the background of your Mac system. Now, here's where it gets complicated because I've watched a lot of tutorials and they don't walk me through this. So thankfully, I was able to fight my way through this and figure this out. But the first thing you need to do is download the Mac operation installer, install that package. Okay, so I'm using a Mac and I'm using a weird keyboard. So if you're using a Mac, Command space pulls up terminal, you're good to go. If you're not using a Mac, you need to basically figure out how to get Spotlight going. So just run Spotlight, type in terminal, and it's going to pull up the terminal. So when you have the terminal up, it's really important that you follow these because a lot of people are going to say, hey, all you need to do is type in npm install -g -n8n, which is what I did if you see it here. So I basically jumped in, I installed it, I ran it, and it said no. Like, what? You don't have the permissions to run that. So what happened next is I had to run kind of an override type, and that's going to basically, that override, let me see if I can pull up through my own problems here. So it gave me an error, so I did another one after trying and trying and trying. The key word for me was basically going in and typing in sudo. Here, sudo npm install. I wish I could zoom in on this, but it's kind of weird. It's not letting me. But sudo npm install -g N8N. When you type in sudo, it's going to basically give an override to your system to put N8N in. It's going to pop up with a password saying, hey, put in your system password. So that's just a password you use to log into Windows. Once you do that, it's going to look like it didn't work. And I say that because I panicked when I saw error, 11111, you know, and all the stuff is like freaking me out. And I'm like, where are we going with this? But at the end, I did see added 1824 packages in 18 seconds. So I just want to break this down in 3 simple steps. First step, get the Node.js installed on your system. Just install this package. Second step, just skip what everybody else is telling you. Like, don't listen to those things. Go ahead and put in, and I'm going to have that across the screen so you have it for your reference, sudo. Go ahead and put in the sudo npm install. Do not just do npm install because if you're using a Mac, most likely you're going to get shut down. So go ahead and put in the sudo npm install. And once you put that in, it's going to look like it's not working, but trust me, it is running. So let me just pull this up and I'm just going to make this easy for you. So step 1 is going to be node.js.org. 2, download package. 3, open terminal. And then 4, run this script. And you definitely want to make sure you're doing this. Put in passcode. That still looks kind of small. So for those of you watching this, like, dude, you're not helping me. So here we go. Boom. Okay, run the script. Run this script. Now, Once that is run and it's going well and you're like, okay, Nathan, I see what you're saying. I do see these packages are added. Now what? Last step is you need to run N8N. While you're in the terminal, what you're going to put next is N8N -- version, just to make sure, 0.3.5. Now that I have the version and I verified that this is installed, I'm just going to do click O to open in browser. I think I will. And there you go. We now have N8N opened in our browser through localhost. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff, guys. So with that said, I'm going to add these other steps. If you want this, just a handout of this, just go ahead and say, Nathan, handout in the comment below, and I will send this to you so you have it. So what I did just now, if for those of you guys watching, so what I did is I just typed in first to make sure that I had this, because this is my first time running this, guys. So I just figured this out and wanted to share this immediately. So first thing was I wrote in N8N version just to verify that it was installed. And then after that, I'll just say to open, to run in terminal, and just literally type in N8N and for open. Easy peasy. All right, so verifying all of that. So we have node.org, download image, open terminal, run this, run this script. So let me just highlight this. I will have this cleaned up for you guys, trust me. If you watch my school account, I'll definitely have it cleaned up. And then to run, open terminal, type in N8N, and then O for open, and we are good. Now, let's make sure this works. I'm gonna put in my trusty email because next. So we're setting up an account here. Now, the thing I want to kind of point out is that this is a new N8N account. If you have workflows on your paid account and you're watching this, you're going to have to copy those over and use them there, and then just cancel the account that you have with N8N. I know that's like cheesy and you're like, man, that stinks. But you know, the good thing is it's all Java. So you can literally just control all, copy, paste. Might be good for you. You can clean up all the bad stuff you have out there. Like me, I have so many projects I've started and not finished. So, you know, just clean up. So I'm just going to say that we are a marketing agency. I'm a business owner for myself. How big is my company? Not big. How did you hear about N8N? I don't know, Google. Get started. Get paid features for free forever. So advanced debugging, execute searching, enter email to receive your license key. Yeah, why not? I'm not going to say no to that. And now we're in. We are in, guys. So you can see this. Now, what I'm going to do is walk you guys through what to do next. So I'm going to log into my paid account. I'm going to go to something I was working on last night, which is my Blogger agent. Here it is. Control A for select all, Control C. And I'm going to jump back over to my system prompt, and I'm going to click start from scratch, Control V. Boom, everything's there, even all the crazy stuff I'm working on over here. So I'm just going to give this workflow a cool name. This is my Engage Post Social Media Manager. This workflow basically creates a blog, takes that blog image, creates posts across social media, takes those, and then makes a 40-second script, and then makes a video of me summarizing that. So you're basically getting, you know, a static post scheduled on Blotato, and then you're getting a video post that's eventually I'm going to schedule with Blotato as well. So now you have one piece of content being made 3 ways, and every day it finds new content. Like, it just finds new content to write. It does not repeat the same thing over and over again, because I have it searching my blog every day to make sure that I didn't talk about that already. Pretty awesome stuff. Pretty awesome stuff. If you want to know how to build this, just click the link here. But I just want you guys to see how easy this is to copy and paste. Now, what's not easy is that if you do not have a spreadsheet of all of your API links, your tech stack, and the tools you're using, you're going to be here for a while, because you're going to have to reconnect all of your accounts to these. So I'm like, if you don't have that, then you're going to have to jump in here, and you have to go into here and, you know, copy all this stuff over so that all of your accounts are set up in your new system. This is not fun. It is not cool. Credentials are never cool, but we need to go to the add new credential part, add all your credentials back in, and you're going to be good to go. If you're students of mine, I've already sent you guys an Excel that has all of the tools we use, all of the API links. If you're not a student of mine, if you're not on our school account and you want that anyways, if you're looking at a workflow like this, let me know and I'll send it to you. But we have a Excel that we use that basically breaks down all of the tech stack to make something like this, where all the API links are, how much each of these things cost per month. Just in case you're looking at this and you're like, Nathan, I came on this video because I don't want to spend money. Now you're telling me to spend money. Nope, don't have to. But if you're trying to build these things out, it's going to be subscriptions, right? I mean, to run this whole thing is costing probably about $120 a month, but it replaces social media management completely. I was paying about $150 to $300 a week with social media people overseas doing these things for me. If you count my blogger, she was $100 a week. My person who made my shorts was $150 a week. Plus my long form person was like another $200 a week. So more money than I wanted to spend. I automated all of that. And to me, paying $150 to $180 a month versus that plus more per week, no brainer. So off the soapbox. Hope you guys learned something here. If you have any questions, leave them below. Again, check me out on School if you like what you've heard. Or like and subscribe, please. We need subscribers on our YouTube channel. So this is a new channel, only a few weeks old. We're growing. And I will definitely keep teaching as you guys give me comments on what you want to learn. So thank you guys again, and we'll talk to you soon.